Hi guys, welcome to another episode of H Talks Comics, Films and Combat Sports. I'm going to do that every time because that seems to be a bit of a hit with you guys. First up, thank you all for watching my Jordan Gill video, easily the most viewed video. Quite surprising. I've got some good constructive criticism, got some nice comments. I wouldn't even say negative comments, I've got some good constructive criticism, like I said, stuff which could help me and people giving their viewpoint. And like I said, I think I'm fair. So if you give me your viewpoint, if I have a counter argument, I'll give you that. If I don't, then fair enough, I'll take it on board. And you know what? You've always got to take on board what people say. And even if you don't agree with what someone else is saying, find out the reasoning between and behind their words. Does that make sense? So you could be on a completely different spectrum of knowledge, or you could have less information in your head, but then you could think, oh, this person, do you know what? I didn't agree with what they're saying, but the way they've actually described it, I understand how they came to that conclusion. Does that make sense? So you don't always have to agree with someone, but you can actually understand their mindset, and you don't need to hate someone for having a different opinion. I'm not saying anyone has or anyone will. I'm saying in general, I find it happens a lot. People are just too negative and, oh, you've got a different opinion than me, we're enemies. No. Find out what it's about. Jonathan Wilder's got his reasons for doing what he's got to do. AJ's got his reasons. Whose reasons are right? We're the majority, so we can say we go with one, we go the other. But at the end of the day, you can still try and figure out, maybe there is an ulterior motive. Maybe there is a different reason this person's going down this avenue. But anyway, I'm here to talk about MMA today. I don't think I've mentioned MMA on here, not properly anyway. And it's obviously H Talks Comics, Films and Combat Sports. So it's gonna be some MMA chat. I'm gonna mainly talk about the main card fights on Bellator and the UFC event that was last night. Do you know what? First, I'll talk about UFC afterwards because one of the results devastated me. But let's talk about the MMA first, and let's talk about the Bellator even. That was a Freudian slip. Hope you always like that. Hey, do you know what? I'd rather call Bellator MMA than do what a lot of people do and call MMA UFC. And you know what happens. How many people have you guys met? I was watching MMA last night. Oh yeah. And it's like, what do you mean? Oh, the UFC. And they're like, oh, I fight. I've actually met people. I fight UFC. Like, you fight UFC? Yeah, I fight UFC. Like, mixed martial arts sport. It'd be like boxing. Imagine, it's never happened, as far as I'm aware. Someone goes, I'm a boxer, but instead of that, they go, oh, I fight Matchroom. You know what? I fight Matchroom. You fight Matchroom. Because UFC's a promotion, Matchroom's a promotion. Obviously, UFC, basically, the way they do it. And to be fair, it makes a lot of sense. The fighters might get paid less, but they don't have all these affiliates. They don't have all these different sanctioning bodies. That's a different video anyway. That's another tangent. We'll go into that sometime because I think you guys are very knowledgeable from what I can see. So yeah, we'll go into that one day if you think the UFC MMA model is better, or if the boxing multiple sanctioning bodies but much higher pay rate for the fighters is better. That's going to be interesting as well because my opinions have changed on that quite a lot. Anyway, let's talk about the Bellator event. Let's talk about this, the first, I'll say what, so we'll go to, yeah, let's go big three. Let's do the big three. MVP from England, Michael Venom Page. His song always reminds, well, his name always reminds me of that film Venom. Have you seen it? I don't know if I recommend it, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's made out. It's quite funny. So basically, MVP got TKO'd round 2. TKO'd, and the thing is, yeah, he fought Lima, and Douglas Lima, man, he's a beast. Like, I'm not sure who's the favourite. I didn't actually look at those odds. I reckon it's probably pretty even, or maybe Lima by a little bit, but he's an absolute beast. He goes in there, and except for Rory, and that Rory fight wasn't what I'd call a shutout. Except for Rory, not many people get their way with Douglas to a, I don't want to say easy level, but even to a decent level. But yeah, I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't expect MVP to lose by, well, I'm about to say TKO, but yeah, basically KO. You can say TKO. It's weird, that's the thing. In MMA and boxing, like, if someone gets on top of you and then they knock you out and give you another punch, is that TKO? Or if you're already down for the initial punch, is that a KO? Anyway, sorry, that's another tangent. But yeah, let's say KO. KO'd Michael Venom Page. Like, who would have thought that? Because if you look at Venom, obviously, he's got a Muay Thai background. He's still signed to Haymaker Boxing as well, which is a little boxing connection, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, the hands, but obviously amazed by the wrestling as well. Hands, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and more. But no, I don't even know, I can't even give you like a great insight on that because at the end of the day, I think maybe it's just levels. Sometimes they make you find out levels, and maybe MVP is a certain level, and obviously Lima is at a high level right now. Could that change in the future? Possibly. But MVP didn't look great in his fight against Paul Daly, if any of you guys watched that. We were all expecting and anticipating a striking masterclass from both. But instead, MVP wrestled it, which is fair enough. You got to win how you got to win. Do you know what I mean? I had a fight with a kickboxing champion, BCFA Part 1. They didn't want to see it. His name was Greg. I can't remember his second name, no offense to him, but really shredded guy. Great kickboxing fighter. So I thought, do you know what? I've done a bit of taekwondo back in my day and Muay Thai, but I did a bit of wrestling and a little basic Brazilian jiu-jitsu at the time, years ago. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to wrestle him. Wrestled him, choked him out in round 1? He was round 1, right? I think it was round 1. And he was a great striker, but he didn't have basically the wrestling ground game. That's what you do. You've got to win. So when people hate on that, I don't understand that. So yeah, fair play to Venom. He beat Daly, but lost against Lima. I don't have much to say about that, except every dog has its day. Sad cliche. I hate to say. I didn't mean that to rhyme, sorry. But no, I hope MVP comes back. The welterweight division is pretty decent. I'm trying to think, man. Oh, has he fought Lorenz Larkin? I don't think he's fought Lorenz Larkin. So let's see what happens there. Maybe MVP and Lorenz Larkin might be a next shout. Lima progresses, goes on in the tournament. Trying to think. Chandler got KO'd by Patricio Pitbull. I want to say his name right. Freire. Pitbull KO'd him round 1. Well, TKO. Sometimes if I say KO and TKO, like I said, in MMA it's a bit of a different connotation, but you know it's TKO. I was surprised. I don't even know what to say. Basically, it stood him up. Chandler couldn't really get any kind of success using his general game, which is mainly wrestling, but he's a great striker as well. All-round game, let's be fair to Chandler. No, Freire just, I want to say mollywopped him. So that was two. I don't even know if either it was shocks, but Chandler I think it was, because Chandler was favourite. So maybe that was a bit of a shock. I'm trying to think what else was on the Bellator card. Oh, Jack Swagger. Yeah, good old Jack Swagger, aka Jack Hager, defeated TJ Jones, who I've never heard of before. I think is a journeyman. Submission, as you'd expect, from a all-American. I don't know why I did that, but if you're a former wrestling fan or care about Jack Swagger, he used to do this little gimmick. So now Jack Swagger's, he's on a winning trail. He could actually be, do you know what? This is crazy, but in MMA, he could be a heavyweight contender in his mid to late 30s. And that's not even like a joke. Like, realistically, Bobby Lashley, I think he lost 1 or 2 MMA fights. If he carried on fighting, especially in Bellator, that would have been a fight to make. And you know what? Bobby Lashley's, I don't think he's that happy in the wrestling at the moment at the WWE. Watch out for that, that could happen. I don't think it'd be an exciting fight. I don't think they'd go out there to knock each other out. I think they're cordial, if not best friends. So it'd probably be a bit of a wrestling match. But I don't mind watching that sometimes. It depends on the mood, I guess, doesn't it? Sometimes you want to watch a Khabib and GSP, maybe. And sometimes you want to watch just a striking war like Thiago Moses and Kurt Holloway, which brings me on to the UFC Brazil card. Fight of the night for me. Kurt Holloway, Thiago Moses, amazing performance. I'm not going to go in depth on that because I don't know how many people are really in tune with them, which isn't against them or against anyone else. It's just one of those things. If you guys want me to talk about them, I will. But no, it's beautiful striking. Well, some of it wasn't beautiful. Some of it was lapses and in terms of bad defense. But it's still good to watch. Just be honest. We all like to watch a good. I want to say punch up, but let's think. So what else happened? Anderson Silva, TKO, Jared Cannonier. He's 44. Cannonier is 35. 9-year age difference. Anderson's getting old. He's showing it. Didn't show it as much against Israel, but Israel, I don't know. Everyone says Israel's huge for his weight, but he doesn't seem like. Obviously, well, do you know what? He's got a John Jones wiry strength. So while they don't look massive, they are. I saw a picture with John Jones and a wrestler called Roy Johnson about 2 days ago on Instagram, and John Jones, Roy Jones. My boxing MMA going all haywire. So John Jones' wingspan was massive. He put his hand up. I think his wingspan's around 7 foot. It's literally not far off 7 foot, if not more. It might actually be more. Crazy. This guy Roy Johnson is 6'1", 230, and John Jones dwarfed him. And Jones is what? He walks around on unofficially, like 240 supposedly, and he's got 6'5", but he dwarfed Johnson, like honestly dwarfed him. And I met Johnson at Progress, and Johnson dwarfed me. Obviously, I'm this 5'9" normal guy, but no, it's just crazy. Like sometimes you watch it on TV and you think, oh, they don't look that big, and then like you see the pictures or the size disparities or meet them in person, and you're like, okay, you're actually massive. You're actually massive. So yeah, basically Anderson Silva lost, Jared Cannonier. I'm trying to think. Rose Namajunas lost. I'm not surprised by that. I think Rose was always perfect for Joanna. I can't say her second name. I sound like an idiot. I know. I really should pronounce it and learn it. I have learned it, but I'm not fully ready to say it. You know who I'm on about, the legendary Joanna. Let's call it Joanna J. Oh, I'll try it. Yang Chaychik. And that's not right, is it? Someone's going to be Polish and watch this, they're going to say H. That was not right. I very, very, very much apologise in advance and at the end of that. But yeah, I think Rose's style was perfect for Joanna. Like her footwork, her striking, completely great. Against Andrade, not the same level. Andrade's a strong, fast. I think it was round 2. I have watched it, but I was at work as well, and I'm not gonna lie, it was on the big screen. If anyone I work with is listening to this or watching this, I wasn't paying attention to the MMA. I was doing the job. But no, I was only watching a little bit. No, but literally, I'm not that surprised. Jessica Andrade is good. She's big. She's strong. She came down a weight. No surprise. I just can't remember what round it was. Was it round 1 or round 2? But no, it wasn't a domination, but it was levels apart, like I said earlier. Basically, the MVP. I don't want to call it syndrome because I'm dissing Venom, and I like Venom, man. He's from down the road, kind of, not far, but to anyone from other countries, everywhere's down the road in England, I guess. Yeah, so Rose lost. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the 2 big ones. Well, for me, one of them was big. For you guys, you probably could finish after this one. So for everyone who's waiting for this, Volkanovski. I don't know what, sorry, if I put an accent on, sorry. Every time I do it, I say a Russian or Dagestani name. I want to be like Ivan Drago. I love that. Come on, you love that line. If he dies, he dies. I love that. I don't know why. You all love Rocky 4, let's be honest. I might do a video to my Rocky one day. Anyway, Volkanovski, unanimous decision, picked off Aldo bit by bit. Another sad case, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I grew up watching Jose Aldo, man. Yeah. No, you just want me to looking in the distance. I'm actually sad about that. Nova Uniao member. He was undefeated for years. Obviously, Conor come in. And it's crazy because you know what's funny? Conor always said, I'm going to finish him in the first round, And everyone was like, yeah, all right. And Conor had beat like Poirier at the time. He's now going for title again. Max Holloway, who's champion of featherweight. Marcus Brimage. He beat, who's that Brazilian guy as well? I can't remember his name. Diego Brandao. Do you know what I mean? So Conor McGregor had done really well, but against Jose Aldo, if you remember this, many people weren't giving him a great chance. They were like, yeah, you might beat him, maybe. No way first round. And what was it? 13 seconds? 13 seconds, check left hook. Craziness. Like, to this day, I can't believe that. But no, it's sad, man, it's sad. Obviously, Volkanovski's on the rise, Aldo's on the way down. He did an interview 2 days ago. I think it was at Fightful.com, I'm not sure. And basically, Aldo said, I want to become a champion before I retire. Not sure what's going to happen, sadly, but he's been a champion. This is opinionated again. You have to give me time. It's either him or Conor that's the greatest featherweight. But the problem is, Conor, as everyone says, didn't actually defend his title, so can I put him there? But in terms of people he's beat at featherweight, he hasn't lost at featherweight. As far as I'm aware, Conor he's actually unbeaten at featherweight. Because he lost to Khabib at lightweight, he lost to Nate at welterweight, he lost to Joseph Duffy in, I believe it was Cage Warriors in Ireland at lightweight as well. I don't think he's ever lost at featherweight, and if he has, definitely not in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC. So correct me if I'm wrong on that. And I'm sure you guys will, which is fine. I don't mind being corrected. If I need to be corrected, please correct me. As long as it's actually factual. I don't correct me and be like, oh yeah, Conor did lose. He lost to Anderson Silva's brother, Marcellus Anderson. That's not a person. He just made Marcellus up because of Wilder's brother. Anyway, here's the last thing, and for me, the most emotional. I'm a BJ Penn fan. Like, I got into MMA years ago. My dad got me the DVDs. yeah, DVDs of Ultimate Knockouts. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched Ultimate Knockouts. And basically, Ultimate Knockouts are people like Tank Abbott, BJ Penn was on there. He ran in, knocked someone out. I can't remember who. Like, I should really know, but I'm just too distraught about the fact that he was, and still is, I don't care, my favourite MMA fighter of all time. His fights with GSP, his wars with Matt Hughes, his demolition of Diego Sanchez, his close fight first time with Frankie Edgar, and then he has lost again and again. And he's lost 7 in a row. It's the biggest loss streak in UFC history. And he's a champion. I think he might have even been one of the youngest champions at the time before John Jones smashed that record when he beat Mauricio Shogun Hua for the light heavyweight title. But yeah, BJ Penn, man, and I don't mean that people know this, but his name isn't actually BJ. BJ means baby J. His real name is JD. His dad's called JD. I think some of his brothers are called JD. He's got an autobiography. It's called Why I Fight, and it actually says, this is the title of it: Why I Fight, BJ Penn. The belt is just an accessory. And I believe that's true. I mean, that's why he carried on fighting. I think he thought, I need to keep fighting and retire on a loss. My bad. That was an extreme Freudian slip. I think he thought, I need to retire on a win, on a big win. Clay Guida would have been the win. Instead, we knew what was going to happen. Top, mount, control, rinse, repeat. Top, mount, control, wrestling, striking. Cardio, and Clay Guido. I don't know what's called him Guido. I don't really care. No, I do, sorry. Clay Guido. Yeah, decision against BJ Penn. BJ, please hang it up. And like, I'm not gonna go against Dana White, I don't know the guy, but it's like, why would you let someone fight? Why would you let someone lose 3 times in a row? Back in the day, 3 times in a row, you're out. Okay, he's a champion, give me one more. 4, okay. 5, when he went to 5 losses in a row, it's like, nah, come on. It's just not right. Went into 6, 7 in a row, and he was my favourite, man. Like I said, he wrote books. He was in a film called, that's a weird noise, I really apologise if I put anyone off. Not Never Back Down, something like Never Surrender or something. And one of my favourite scenes is the main character's about to fight someone and he's back up and he goes, I don't have time for this. And out of nowhere, BJ Penn comes out like this. I do, literally like that, and he comes out literally in fighting stance in full, like a 4-kick wanker in his shorts and his top, just getting ready for it. So now, man, I've got great memories of BJ, man. He was a legend. And Kenny Florian, I'm just thinking of other great fights he had with Kenny Florian as well. It's sad, man. I don't even know what to say, honestly. Like, you can tell. I'm not even being funny. Like, I'm visibly distraught. I hope I am. Well, I don't know. That sounds weird. I don't hope I'm visibly distraught. But I hope you guys can basically convey that I'm upset about it. If that makes sense. But yeah, if I've gone along a bit strange today, it's because I've only had 3 hours sleep, but I had to do this video for you guys. I know you guys care about MMA. I know you guys care about the combat sports. I know you guys are interested in all that. And this is my longest video by a long shout. So I'm not sure if that's because of my tangents or because I talked about MMA and I talked about UFC and Bellator separately in the same video. Maybe I'll spread it out next time I do a UFC video and Bellator. I might do, because I'm not sure if anyone's going to appreciate a 19-minute video. But it is what it is. I'm going to put this up there. For anyone, if there's only 1% of you that stayed the whole way through, thank you. And let me know what you think. Are you upset about BJ Penn losing? About Aldo losing? About Anderson Silva losing? Are you happy about Cannonier winning? About Guido winning? Volkanovski winning? How do you feel about MVP losing over in Bellator? Do you think Jack Swagger's the next heavyweight sensation in all of MMA? Do you think that Rose Namajunas was overrated or underrated? I think she was just at a level and Andrade is a level above her, or Andrade. Yeah, what do you guys think? Give me your views as well. I'm highly interested in that. This is what I call community, combat sports community. And obviously I do other stuff as well. Talk about comics, talk about films. But if you only want to listen to my combat sport videos, that's completely fine. I'm happy whatever makes you guys happy. I know that's corny and a bit like Friends back in the day, but sometimes you gotta be corny. Have a great Sunday, guys. Much love. This has been H, talking comics, films and combat sports.